Hi, I'm Melissa from Bless This Mess, and today I'm sharing one of my favorite recipes. It's a super simple cornbread recipe. I love this recipe because it only takes about 5 minutes to throw together, another 20 minutes to bake, and while the rest of dinner's cooking, you can have like a super simple side that everyone really enjoys on the table. I've been making this recipe for a long time and I figured out a lot of adaptations. So if you look in the show notes for this, you'll see you can substitute this, you can substitute that, and it works really, really well every time. So first you're just gonna start with a cup of all-purpose flour, and then a cup of cornmeal. And a lot of people, you can use different grinds of cornmeal. This is just a traditional fine grind yellow cornmeal. It makes a really nice yellow crust. It's not too textury. Sometimes I use a medium grind cornmeal, and it just has a little bit more grit to it. It tastes great. So use what you like. I have a friend who sent me a picture. She made this recipe with blue cornmeal, and it was beautiful. I think my kids would absolutely love it. And this is a Midwestern sweet cornbread. So it has 2/3 of a cup of sugar. You can definitely reduce that by half if you would like, but it's a sweet, cakey cornbread, and it's so good with savory meals. We serve this, of course, with chili. I'll do it a lot if I do like potato corn chowder. Makes an easy side if you're doing chicken legs and roasted vegetables, just to add a little something to the meal. Then you're gonna add 3½ teaspoons of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt. So I just mix those together and I kind of make a well in the middle so you can see. And then you add an egg and 1/3 of a cup of a neutral oil, a vegetable oil or canola oil. You can also use melted butter. And it has a cup of milk in it. And I've had great success using non-dairy milk if you need to. And to make this recipe gluten-free, if that's an interest to you, I'll make it often for my father-in-law and one of my favorite neighbors. Just substitute, find a 1-to-1 baking flour. King Arthur flour, Bob's Red Mill, they both make ones that say 1-to-1 baking flour. And they are flour mixes that are good for baking. They work great in this recipe. So just those few ingredients and you stir them together. My kids know how to make this recipe, it's so easy. And it just turns out just good every time. So you have a lot of options when you bake this. You can bake this in a cast iron skillet, you can bake it in a pie plate, just something that is around 9 inches. So this is a 9-inch square, you can use a 9-inch round, a 10-inch round, a 10-inch round skillet. If you like a crispier crust, you can preheat your cast iron skillet in the oven with a tablespoon of butter. And then when you pour the mixture into the hot pan, it makes a more substantial crust. So just make sure that you grease it or spray it, no matter what you're using. And then we're just gonna add the cornbread that we made. And it bakes at 400 for 20 minutes. After 20 or 25 minutes, you have a beautiful loaf of cornbread. I think you're gonna be shocked at how easy it is to customize to what you like and put together, and how well your family will eat it. Like I said, soup, stews, chili, as a side to like meat and veggies, it's so, so easy. So I just cut it into big chunks. You can serve it with butter or honey butter. Look at that. It's beautiful, has a really nice texture, lightly crumbly, but not too bad, sweet and perfect. There you have it, easiest cornbread ever. That turns out perfect every time.